The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Back into it, back at it, and you've got The Local Show right here on 570 WSYR, 106.9 FM, and of course you can see us on the YouTube. Enjoy that YouTube stuff.
A lot of people watching YouTube.
You think?
Holy smokes. And you know, with the WSYR audience, when people are on the show and they, you know, do a little small ad bundle with us, they're hitting 70,000 people a month, you know, and then on the show, people get to know them a little bit, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun.
Podcasting is it, man, and iHeart owns the market. They got into it early, and they put both feet in, and it's just.
But on their channel, actually, that I'm surprised. It seems like they have things there that even compete with them. Like they're
they do,
all in, and I think that's kind of cool though.
iHeart is your media company. That's the whole thing, and they were smart to do that rather than to just say, well, we're regular radio. See you later.
Yeah.
No, they're all in, and that's good because there's lots of ways to consume things, and you have to be able to sort through the poo-poo to get to the good stuff.
There's a lot of that there.
So let's try not to be poo-poo.
I'm glad you didn't say speaking of poo-poo. That would have been a lousy introduction, so I'm glad you didn't do that.
No, we have a returning guest, and I'm always amazed that people come back. Janet Lutz is here. She's the owner of Calico Gals, and it's calicogals.com. Calico with a C, Stephen.
There we go. Thank you.
No, you're not the biggest speller in the world, but how are you there, Janet?
I'm great. Thanks for having me back, and I'm also a little surprised you wanted me to come back.
Oh, no. You were wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Both Steve and I have been over to Calico Gals. Tell everybody where you're located.
We're on 3906 Newcourt Ave, so it's kind of the backside of Eastwood, between Eastwood and Linkcourt.
Yeah.
Newcourt. So the number, so you go past the hot dog stand that has been 17,000 other restaurants. Bob Barker's.
We're right near there, right near Panchitos.
Go past that up there on the right if I'm coming from Teal or whatever it is up that way.
And then isn't there a sign company that we use over there? There's somebody's sign. Isn't Adam over there or something?
Adam, actually, Budget Signs. He's right. Okay, he's Adam's there. Yeah. That's right.
He's over there.
There's a lot of commercial businesses in there, and we're we're retail, so that's a little different.
Right. But it's a nice little complex there that
fantastic.
you have.
So we haven't told people what you retail yet. They're going Calico.
Surprise! We're working up to it.
I'm leading into it. So I went over to get a gift certificate for Kelly's cousin, and they sell everything to do with sewing and quilting. Yes. And it's an amazing place inside.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's great to have you. I was surprised to see you walk in.
Very
boutique.
Like, hey,
what are you doing here?
You know, I'm one of those guys who I like anything creative, and I'm just amazed at
me.
Well, you're in a different type of creation, but they quilts hanging from the walls, things that people have made, and the equipment. I'm really.
A lot of times guys are really blown away when they come in and take a look. Wait a minute, this isn't my grandmother's sewing machine.
No.
Yeah,
beautiful stuff.
Really neat things.
Yeah.
And I mean, most of it's computerized. A lot of the stuff we do is digital now. So people are surprised to hear about that.
So
that works.
The machines that you have can be used for sewing.
Correct.
And quilting.
Correct.
As well as embroidery.
Correct.
So
mostly quilting?
Good. No, not mostly quilting. No.
Okay.
So again, you're thinking how your grandmother did it.
I am. Okay. Maybe.
And actually, we've got a full slate of garment classes this time.
What's that mean?
So people making clothing.
Oh,
which
okay.
is
They're actually
not something that's been as popular in recent years. Quilting is more of an artistic expression.
Right.
Practical yet artistic. So the garment business for sewing, we can buy clothes cheaper than we can make them.
Right.
So people have started doing that more as a creative outlet. And because they want it to fit right and look right and be the way they want it to be, like anything else.
Did your mom sew anything, Tom?
No, my mother wasn't a big sewer.
Yeah.
My grandmother was a knitter and a crocheter. No, she
remember the patterns? It was somebody was sewing. They had a pattern and they like pulled it out.
Yeah,
and it was like paper. And I'm looking. I'm like, how does that get you anywhere?
How does
you
that
can
make us
still
soup?
buy those, but a lot of people now it's all like download. So you download and print them out yourself.
Oh, golly.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's different.
Yeah.
So how much of your business is selling the equipment versus just materials and things?
Right. I'm going to say it's about 50-50, and I'm just throwing you a guess right there.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I feel like it might be a little bit heavier on the machine side just because they're larger purchases. So if we're talking numbers, probably the machines would be a little bit bigger.
And people want to touch and feel the machine. I mean, you could go online and go, okay, here's the XYZ machine.
You got to see it.
Don't you want to
demoed,
touch it, feel it?
Absolutely. I always think about people buy cars online, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you kind of feel like you know what you're buying when you buy a car.
no.
Right.
With machines, there's so
You
many
have to
different
see it,
features.
yeah.
You want to sit down and try it and see how it feels for you. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was impressed, and I walking through some of those machines. I'm like, wow, and the fact that I can take the Zoe logo, put it in the system, and boom, there it is.
Take a picture of it with your phone.
Right.
Send it to the machine and stitch it out.
Yeah,
There's a few steps in between there I just skipped
Yeah,
over,
right.
but basically you can do that. Yeah.
Now, if people are just getting into the business of wanting to make a quilt or something or so, do you provide classes and
we
learning?
have a full slate of classes. Yeah, we just had a big open house within the last week that was very exciting. Probably our best turnout we've ever
Really?
had.
That's
which
nice.
States a couple things. First of all, it's winter, so sewing is an indoor thing.
Yep.
Right.
So it's very popular in the winter, but also that people are shopping local. It's
That's
so
great,
true.
yeah.
People want to support local. They were there. They turned out. It was great. They checked out all our new classes, signed up for several. So it was
Good.
great.
How about male to female? How are we getting any males in there that want to do
We're
this?
absolutely getting males in there. I think we talked about this last time. I have guys who work for me, so we definitely have guys who are customers, still predominantly female.
Yeah.
But
So you're going to change the name from Calico Gals to Calico People?
We joked it was Calico Gals and Calico Guys.
Oh, okay.
Because we had delivery guys who would come in and look at their clipboard and say, "Is this Calico Gals?" So it's Calico
But
Gals.
I can see the interest. I mean, Tom.
Oh, yeah, I would do that stuff all day long,
I look and go,
sure.
well, look at that. There's when you see it, it's actually pretty amazing. And then you had boxes and patterns, and you got a lot of fabric.
we do.
Yeah, miles of fabric.
Well, you got to have a choice, right? Everybody wants something different.
Right.
Everything that's created is different, so you have to have a choice. And so that's what we give people, a choice, not just fabric, but thread and inspiration. Like to say, we offer a lot of inspiration.
Yeah. So what breaks that needs to be fixed?
What do you mean by that?
Like if someone's doing a quilt, I mean, if they break part of the machine, or
I see.
if they did it wrong, do they undo it? I mean, there's got to be some
it could be any of
clinks in
those.
there.
There could be any of those things simply from breaking a thread or breaking a needle,
Okay.
right? And they need to fix that, or something might have happened to their machine. So we have a full tech department.
So you're going to
store.
help with the machines right there.
Exactly.
So they don't ship the thing to.
Not unless it's something super major.
Right.
My people will take care of that.
do you send people out to people's residence?
We do for the very large machines. Steve, you took a look at the big quilting machines. I think you saw them too, Tom, when you were
was
there.
impressive.
Yeah, so they take up a whole room. They're not going to bring those in.
Right.
So we have techs on the road fixing
So
those.
people
too.
can come in there on Court Street past the old hot dog stand. That's not a hot dog stand anymore.
Right.
Going up towards on New Court. That's New Court there, right?
Yes, it's New Court.
So they can. When are you open?
We're open Monday through Saturday, so we're closed on Sundays.
Okay.
That's
What
it.
are your hours?
We're open 10 to 5.
Okay.
And
people
we're
can
open
just.
a lot of evenings too.
Yeah, when are your classes?
Our classes are anytime during those times I just stated, plus
Okay.
in the evenings. And when we have classes in the evening, we're open then too. So people will call say, "Hey, are you there tonight?" Or they'll look at our website and
So
stop in the
be
evening.
a fun stop. Calico Gals. That's Gals, Tom.
Yes.
And the phone number is 4450617
with a 315 in
with
front.
it's the big area code, Tom.
Oh, you're throwing it back to me. Is that what it is?
It's the big area code, Tom.
All right. Thank you for coming over, Janet.
Thanks for having me.